I hate theater. I hate theater. I mean, it's so disappointing, isn't it? You know what I do when I'm sitting in a dark theater waiting for the show to begin? I pray. Dear Lord, please let it be a good show. And a short one, too. 2 hours is fine, but 3 hours is too much. Dear God, keep the actors out of the audience. I did not pay good money to have the fourth wall come crashing down around my ears. I just want a story, a couple tunes to take me away. I just want to be entertained. I mean, isn't that the point? Amen. You know, there used to be a time when you'd ask yourself, what have George and Ira Gershwish got for us tonight? Or can Cole Porter pull it off again? Now it's Elton John, must we continue this charade? There used to be a time when the lights came up, you knew you'd be taken to another world. A world full of color and music and glamour. Oh, how things have changed. Hello. How are we tonight? That's kind of depressing. Me, I'm feeling a bit blue. You know, a little anxious, a little sad that I should be feeling anxious at this age. A little self-conscious anxiety resulting in non-specific sadness. A state that I call blue. Now, when I'm feeling this way, blue, I like to listen to my music. So, I was going through my records. Yes, records. I was about to put on the sound recording of Meredith Wilson's The Music Man. Then I thought, no. Let's have a treat. Let's go back to the decadent age of the 1920s, when the champagne flowed, the caviar chilled, and the whole world was a party. For the wealthy, anyway. So, but what did I find? One of my favorite Gabe von Stein shows, The Drowsy Chaperone. It's a 2-record set remastered from the original recording in 1928, featuring the original cast, including Beatrice Stockwell. Can you believe it? It's a full 15 years before she was Dame Beatrice Stockwell. Let me read to you what it says on the back. Mix-ups, mayhems, and a gay wedding. Gay wedding having a different meaning now, but back then it just meant fun. And that's what this show is. Fun. So, would you indulge me? Would you let me play the record for you? Yeah! I was hoping you'd say that. Do you hear that static? I love that sound. To me, that's the sound of a time machine warming up. All right, now let's visualize. You're standing in front of the Morosco Theater. It's a cold November night. Do you remember it used to be cold in November? August is the new November. Global warming. Anyway, there's a heavy gray sleet coming down, but you don't care because you have tickets to a Broadway show. Listen. Wonderful? It helps if you close your eyes. Overtures. I miss overtures. I'm out of style now. But the show's way of welcoming you. Hello. Main course will be served shortly, but in the meantime, would you like an appetizer? That's what an overture is. It's a musical appetizer, a poo-poo platter of tunes, if you will. Oh, something new. Kind of rollicking. Maybe a dance tune, possibly involving pirates. Don't worry, there are no pirates. Alright, this is the moment when the music starts to go and you know you're only moments away from being transported. The curtain's going back. I can't wait.
I'm Lily.
Yes, ma'am.
How do I look?
You look radiant, Mrs. Taunton.
I do love this dress so it never goes out of style.
It's a miracle, madam.
My fancy dress. I don't know why I'm wearing it, I must confess. My dress, I love my dress. Would someone tell me why I put it on?
Yes, your dress, your fancy dress. 'Twas such a pleasure airing it, restitching and repairing it. God bless your dress, it's one fine dress, and I will tell you why you put it on. Wedding bells will ring, wedding bells will chime. Madam, you're the hostess and it's happy wedding time.
Wedding bells will ding, wedding bells will dong, wedding bells will ding-a-ling and we will ding along.
Your dress, your fancy dress. We're very, very glad you put it on. Wedding guests have come. Wedding guests are here. Wedding guests are at the door and soon they will appear.
I'm Robert, the bridegroom. I'm here to marry Janet, that star of Bell Six Follies, whom I love a lot.
George, that's George, his best man, George. I'm honored to be doing what our best man ought. Mrs. Tottenham, see, don't you worry. I got this whole wedding planned out. The key is organization, see? Pay the musicians, yell at the floors, book the minister. The whole wedding's gonna run like clockwork.
Oh, there's going to be a wedding.
I'm Belting, producer. I lost my leading lady. I gotta stop this wedding or I'm not worth what.
I'm kidding, just kidding. I came with Mr. Felton. I'll be a leading lady if I get my shot.
With pastry chefs, because I have the pastry chefs. No bakery, a bakery is what we've got.
Adolfo, my name is Adolfo. I am the king of romance, so I kiss a lot. You are the king of romance, so you kiss a lot. Wedding bells will ring, wedding bells will chime, wedding bells will celebrate a happy wedding time. Someone hasn't come, someone isn't here. Where is Janet Vandergraaf and when will she appear?
I'm Janet Vandergraaf, here to marry Robert Marston, giving up a life of glamour to tie the knot. And my legs.
I'm the chaperone of Janet Vandergraaf, maid of honor, friend and confidant, and all that right.
Where's the bar?
It's prohibition, madam.
I think I brought my own. Champagne makes me drowsy.
What is happening?
I'm tricks, tricks, look out the sky.
gangsters posing as pastry chefs, Aladdin Lothario, and Aviatrix, and my favorite character, the Drowsy Chaperone. What more do you need for an evening's entertainment? And we will ding along. I don't even know what that means. Well, I'll try to lead you through this record the best I can. It won't be difficult, so we start off with a love-struck room.
Well, I'd just like to thank you all for coming. I must be some lucky fellow. Why, who'd have thought that I, Robert Martin, would be marrying a glamorous showgirl, and that glamorous showgirl would be willing to give up a successful career for me, Robert Martin. Now, if it weren't for Prohibition, I'd say, let's raise a glass
Here, here.
to Miss Janet Vandegraff, the most beautiful girl in the world.
Absolutely not.
Excuse me?
The groom mustn't see his bride on the wedding day. It's bad luck.
Now, I hope you heard that, because that's the plot. Basically, hang on for the ride.
Breakfast will be served in Arabia.
Say, isn't it a little early in the day to be drinking?
I don't understand the question.
Look, you keep Janet away from Robert. You're the chaperone. It's your only job.
Aye, aye, mon capitaine.
Oh, Robert, who's my little monkey?
I'm your little monkey.
So, the bride and groom are whisked away, and we turn our attention to the B plot involving the producer.
Mr. Felton.
Getting married, leaving show business.
Mr. Felton.
Doesn't she know I got obligations?
Mr. Felton. Please let me be your leading lady. You said it yourself. I'm useless in the chorus.
Kitty, not now.
But I've been taking lessons. Singing, acting, and ballet.
Ballet?
Yeah. I'm pretty good at it, too. Just last week, I auditioned for Swanee Lake.
A little annotation here. Kinney and Feltic were a couple in real life. Jack and Sadie Amler. A familiar comic construct of a stupid woman and her long-suffering companion. Jack had to explain all the jokes to her. But in the end, Kitty would do something quite smart, and you'd wonder if she was actually stupid all along. The irony here is she was quite stupid. Still, she had a wonderful career on stage. The theater was the only place a stupid person could make a decent living. This was before television, of course.
Kitty, I don't have time for this.
How about the phone, Mr. Feltzik?
Not now. Perhaps a nice profiterole. Boys, I'm not hungry.
And perhaps we can give you something else to chew on.
Yeah, something the lake do. What?
Your confusion is to be expected. Although we stand before you in the guise of innocent pastry chefs, we are also, and primarily, employees of a certain individual.
A certain individual?
A certain individual who happens to be the single largest investor in Feltzig's Farmers. He has sent us here as pastry chefs to express his concern about Miss Vandegraff's impending nuptials. Specifically, that if she gets married and leaves the show, then there ain't no show.
Say, don't I know you?
No, you don't.
Have you ever spent any time in Toledo?
Have you ever spent any time in a coma?
Well, no. But I got a cousin in Seattle.
Kitty. Boys, tell your boss this wedding's never gonna happen. You have my word.
But we'll take your word, all right. But to go back on that word would be a recipe for disaster. Now, we hope to have made ourselves perfectly
eclair. One can only hope. You've just gotta be kidding me. A trifle much.
Don't get top with me.
All right, you drop the pastry chef act. Alas, we ganache. We're on the lamb. Lamb's an entree, macaron.
The gangsters were played by interchangeable vaudeville duo, the Tall Brothers, John and Peter Tall. Originally, they were John and Peter Moloskowitz, but were renamed by a sarcastic immigration official. They were the classic example of a Broadway gangster. Stylized movements, play on words, not very intimidating. Unless you find dancers intimidating, which I do. But for reasons not appropriate to the situation.
We'll leave the matter in your hands, Mr. Drowsy. In the meantime, feel free to browse the dessert carousel. Try the Toledo surprise. Here's the dive for.
Holy cats, Mr. Fountain. They're gangsters.
Very perceptive, kitty. Now go powder your face. I've got to stop this wedding. But how? Oh, Lord in heaven, how?
I always thought that moment was a bit overplayed. Well, with the plot well on its way, we turn our attention to the groom's room. Hey there, handsome. Show me those pearly whites. Percy Hyman was a wonderful actor. He started out as the all-bright toothpaste man. His adorning smile was on every single tube. All-bright, wildly popular in the 20s due to containing cocaine. It's true, it was the fifth ingredient down right after sugar. Still, it wasn't long until he was a huge matinee idol. Now, don't you worry, it's perfectly normal for a groom to be nervous on his wedding day. It is? Of course. Now, some people say Percy Hyman was a bad actor, but to those people I say, shut up. Hey there, Mr. Mirror Man, waking and a-shaking, trembling like them fraidy cats do. Something big be bothering you. You know what you got? Cold feet, brother, you've got cold feet. You can make them cold feet hot with a little rhythm. Young feet, old feet, can't be uncontrolled feet. Rather make them cold feet trot down the aisle. Frosty arches, they can learn to swing. Icy toes kind of. Wedding marches played in ragtime swing. Make Bridget souls come alive and take that dive. Cold feet, schmold feet, turn them into bold feet. Rhythm make them cold feet hot.
You don't stay. Why, just fly back in your micro, you back-stabbing worm. Well, let's have find your minister. Say, what are you up to?
Singing a song an old preacher taught me. A Dixie remedy for wedding time jitters.
You think you've got jitters? You got the easy part. So I'll get right, good news to the minister. I have to wear the wedding on my shoulders.
George, it sounds like you've got cold feet.
What do I got?
Cold feet.
What do I want?
Bold feet.
What do I do? Scold feet?
No! You're making cold feet hot.
really use some tap water.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Five, six, seven, eight.
Make cold feet hot. Make cold feet hot.
I imagine Percy Hyman panting and sweating after a long dance routine. He's still alive, you know. I saw him on the news recently celebrating his 100th birthday. To say the passing years have impacted him would be a grotesque understatement. He had that wide-eyed look in his eyes that God saves for the very, very old. That look that says, "Who are you? Who am I? And why is this cake on fire?" You know?
All right. Enough of that tap dancing like a fool.
I'm sorry, George. I was just trying to calm my nerves. It is my wedding day after all.
Well, could have snapped an ankle. Tap dancing is too dangerous. Say, why go out for a skate instead? That's what I do when I need to blow off some steam.
George, what would I do without you?
Wait a second. Oh, no. You can't go out looking like that, my friend. You might see jammies. Here, put on some blindfold.
George, you think of everything.
Just looking out for you, my boy. No more tap dancing. Wedding bells will ring.
Just ignore it.
Wedding bells will chime.
It's a phone. It does that.
Wedding bells will celebrate.
What do you want? Hello, you've reached my answering machine. Please leave a message after the tone, and I'll get back to you at my convenience. The moment's ruined. It's like a cell phone going off in a theater. God, I hate that. Ring, ring. Hello? Hello, what are you doing tonight? Oh, I'm at the theater, ruining the moment. Oh, I couldn't get out tonight, so I thought I'd ruin the moment by proxy. Let's shake that off. Let's put our minds back into 1928. They didn't have cell phones back then. I'm sure they had something for ruined moments. Bugles or something.
Happy wedding day.
Glamorous Janet Vandegraff as she's entertaining questions for reporters while laughing by the pool.
hardly know? Yes, Robert and I met on the legal deck of the Ile de France. He amused me, stories of his father's oil interest. We spooned briefly, and then he proposed.
So, you won't be returning to the stage, ever?
I shan't.
You shan't?
I shan't.
Can I quote you on that?
Why, of course. Any more questions? Yes.
Why in the world would anyone put olives in a Gibson?
I got a question. How can you have the floodlights when you know very well you got grease paint in your veins?
Victor, please.
Oh, Janet, I'm begging you. Dump the mug. Stay with the follies. I'll give you anything. I'll fine. I'll put your name above mine on the marquee.
Oh, Victor, if you think this is about vanity, you couldn't be more wrong. I don't want to show off no more. I don't want to sing tunes no more. I don't want to ride moons no more. I don't want to show off. I don't want to wear this no more. Play the saucy Swiss miss no more. Blow my signature no more. I don't want to show off. Don't try to control me. I've made up my mind, and that's it. I quit. I'm here and I'm behind.